The statement my son put out today, which I saw when he put it out, I was told there was one being put out. I did not consult with him about what was being put out. In fact, represents the kind of man of integrity he is and what, in fact, he has done and why he stepped down. And I can tell you now, if I am your president, next president, I'm going to build on the squeaky clean, transparent environment that we had in the Obama-Biden White House. And no one in my family or associated with me will be involved in any foreign operation whatsoever.
Former Vice President Joe Biden playing defense over his son's business dealings with Ukraine and China. Now, this is Hunter Biden announced he's stepping down from the board of a Chinese company. Amid all this, the 2020 hopeful rolling out a new anti-corruption plan, which you heard a little bit of. Biden says if elected, he will ban family and associates from any foreign operation. Now, this won't be okay when he's president, so why was it okay when he was vice president? Jonathan?
That's a really good question. It's a really good question, David. Look, there was plenty of cronyism, plenty of corruption during the Obama administration. And, that always exists when government gets involved with business and regulating business and controlling business and funding business. Think about the fraud, the corruption in Medicare and in TARP, etc. I do think it is unseemly, however, when children of presidents, children of vice presidents are involved in dealing with foreign governments and business dealings with foreign governments. Certainly true with the Bidens. I think it's true with the Trumps as well. It's unseemly for them to do it as the children of presidents and vice presidents.
Capital SWAMP is the definition of what you are seeing from this son. And by the way, it's not just one party, it's both parties. I've been reading and writing about this stuff for ages. Peter Schweitzer put out this book, Throw Them All Out, many years ago, that shows what so many of the children and relatives and politicians and how they make coin off of all kinds of deals that no one ever hears of until somebody does some investigations. Look, thank you, Joe Biden, for now coming around and realizing what was being done is wrong, and you want to do something about it if you're president. But it is a real good question. Where the heck were you when you were vice president, all this crap was going on?
Because as a vice president, no offense to those that have been vice presidents, how could they sway and create all of these ethics policies? I know that was the question that David asked us, but, really, could he have really changed things back then? And then to all of your points, Biden, there's been no proof yet about his son. So to give him the benefit of the doubt, we haven't seen any concrete proof about
what?
Just the links, how much is the monetary amount that supposedly...
don't underestimate.
That was in
$50,000.
Yeah.
He got just point of order. He got $50,000 a month, at least that much, from the gas company in Ukraine. Go ahead.
To continue on that point, however, he has raised a few interesting points that maybe we should discuss. The banning lobbying from foreign governments, shouldn't that be a policy in America, or eliminating? I think this is a great thing. No private dollars when it comes to federal elections.
It should, no question about it. I mean, I actually kind of like some of those ethics reforms that he's talking about. The problem is, for him, it's closing the barn door after the cows have already left. I mean, come on. He's already, violated the principles of this ethics complaint. I just think he's the wrong messenger for it. I don't think the public's going to buy it.
And you know how you stop it? You as the vice president, you call your son into the office, sit down with Barack Obama and say, no, ain't happening, go get a job. That's how you stop something like that.
But like you said, how come nobody's really... Ivanka Trump, watch her run in 8 years from now or 12 years from now. We haven't really voiced our opinion too much on the fact that his entire family is in the White House.
Well, that's happened. We've had these political dynasties for generations. We had the Kennedys, we had it with the Bushes, so that's not unusual, but maybe there should be a rule. I don't know.
But it only makes a difference when government can control business, when government has influence to peddle. Now, certainly that's true in Ukraine, all those European countries that are government-dominated. Shouldn't be the case here in the U.S. Separation of government and business. We got to leave it at that.
But we do remember that tape of Vice President Biden saying, I demanded this guy get fired, the guy who was investigating his son, and he got fired.